what are some of the artists that you have on your radar that you haven't done any reactions to yet? Ooh.
Jesus. Okay, that I just haven't done reactions to like at all,
uh,
or like that I've done a couple and I
or
want
like
to
that
get more
you're
into.
maybe that you're considering. Okay, either both. Either that you're
Okay.
considering, like you've I've heard a song, but I want to get into them a little bit more, or I've done a reaction and I want to do more because I want to hear more from them. Either.
Okay. Okay, so I try to check out a lot of groups on my channel, but I work a normal Monday through Friday, like 9 to 7 job. It's I have long working hours, so this
Wow,
is
that is a long working
literally.
hours.
But so this is literally what I do with almost all my spare time,
Mm-hmm.
because as you know, it's not a quick thing to do YouTube. I think a lot of people think that this is a very quick thing. It's not.
Mm-hmm.
It's very time consuming. But anyway, I'm going off on a tangent. So the groups, okay.
No, that's fine. Keep going. We're having a conversation. I love that.
that's
There's no
that's okay.
specific.
I do have ADD, so it'll kick in every now and then, and I'll just like start talking about something else. So just you got to reel me back in. But okay, so to focus on the group question, groups that I want to get more into, that I've started getting more into, are like 17 and uh, One Us. I'm starting to get more into, because like these are groups that like I've just now started to do their guides, and I want to full on get into their discographies. I want to start checking out 17's reality show, because I heard it's hilarious and it's a great way to kind of get to know the actual members, personalities, and stuff, because I think that's very important. And since there's 13 of them, do you want to you want to check out more
Wow,
like a reality type of stuff? Yeah. Let me tell
that's
you, learning
wild.
all of these people's names, let me tell you, and all of these different groups, it's crazy. But as far as groups that like I've only maybe checked out once or twice that I want to continue further getting into, and I'm sure I'm gonna miss somebody, so I apologize ahead of time if I don't mention someone. But Astro, I know, is on the radar. Um, Victon is on the radar. Vanner. Newest. On and off. SF9, because I'm watching SF9. Oh, and the boys. I'm watching them on Kingdom right now on over on the Patreon. So I definitely want to get more into their stuff because they seem great. Even diving more into Icon's old stuff, because I've only reacted to Icon's a few times. Blackpink, maybe.
Hmm.
I know. Okay, so a lot of people ask me this. Why don't you react to girl groups? People ask me that question all the time. And it's not that I don't react to girl groups necessarily. I'm not opposed to reacting to girl groups. I just prefer the sound of, I think, a boy group.
Mm.
And that being said, I'm not trying to generalize, because I know that there's so many different sounds and concepts that girl groups like bring. But I think literally when I say sound, I mean like tone of voice, like
Sure.
sound. Like my alt is Chenyol, and he has a super deep voice. He's so it's just I think that's just the tone that I tend to gravitate towards and kind of latch onto.
Mm-hmm.
Plus I was a dancer like my whole life, so I just like very intense choreo. And typically you'll see that more in a boy group. Not saying that there isn't any in girl groups, because there
Interesting.
definitely is, but you see it more common in the boy groups. So I don't know, I tend to just gravitate towards that more.
Why do
That
you think
being
that is
said,
about the choreography?
you know, I don't really know. I think that for some girl groups, and once again, this is not all, because they do have different concepts, but I think for some girl groups, especially maybe in the younger generation, or the older generations, I mean, they had a lot of cutesy concepts. So I think because of that came like cutesy choreo. And now I
Mm-hmm.
think you'll see now in like the newer generations, the concepts are changing. They're becoming like more, complicated or more intense or
Mm-hmm.
darker. And they're bringing it more with the choreo. And it's not all this cutesy bubblegum girly pop type of, stuff that maybe it used to be more of.
Mm-hmm.
It's evolved from that, and they're definitely doing way more now, I think, than and they're kind of just they're getting up there and like trying to be like, the boys can't just do it, we can do it too, you know what I mean? And I love
Yeah.
that. But
Yeah.
I still prefer the guy groups, just because of the tone of voice. Really, it's really
Yeah.
what it comes down to.
Yeah.
But I do like Blackpink. I know I started to check out Mamamoo. People always ask me to check out Dreamcatcher because they have a darker concept, and
Hmm.
there's a lot of people. And
How do you?
Sunmi and IU are the two individual female singers, K-pop singers, that I actually really like. So Sunmi and IU.